Okay, so here we are at the end of the 11:45 a.m. turn at this Battle of Antietam from Numbered Heroes, and the fighting up in the north here has really died down. A couple of things happened over the past hour. So, McLaws was attacking on the left of the Confederate lines. Hood straight down the middle here. The 12th Corps suffered 2 fluke stoppages, but were able to quickly turn that around with attack recoveries and get back into the action. McLaws sent most of his division out here on the far right of the Union flank and straight into the mouths of these guns and just were crippled. They kind of did a couple of SP hits on some of the guns, but it really taught me a lesson in the power of defensive artillery. And some of these artillery pieces have decent morale. You can see Campbell here, A ranked, and they just stood their ground in the face of these assaults, charges. Keeping in mind, a lot of McLaws's regiments are very low, 2-3 SP forces, so it doesn't take much to finish them off. But yeah, and then partway through the hour, McLaws suffered a fluke stoppage and was pretty relieved to get that. So they pulled all the way back to Nicodemus Hill. And that's pretty much where... And then Hood had actually captured the cornfield and completed his orders. But then, with McLaws retreating and the 12th Corps breaking through, his headquarters became in trouble because of these 12th Corps forces moving down the flanks. So they skedaddled back and pulled right back. And this is where the Confederate lines now are. So this is Cornfield, this is Dunker Church. Yes, the Union have captured the church and the heights and have a pretty good defensive line here because they've got all these trees in their way. So both lines now are really separated by those trees, and there's no movement going on here. There are no attack orders. 12th Corps have completed their objective, so they're now relaxing. The 1st Corps, this is all that's left of it, spent as a force, but happy to hold. Confederates could attack here, but Union artillery has very good lines of fire throughout this area. They've been in a lot of trouble. And then, behind the lines, of course, you may have caught a glimpse of 1st Corps Second Corps moving up. They have already suffered an attack stoppage down here. These are the guys who were given the disrupted orders. It's sort of a modified rule for version 2 of the line of battle rules. But we do have 1st Division advancing. And I've been putting markers on there as well to note that. And 2nd Division also suffered a fluke stoppage. So there's only 1 division of the 2nd Corps actually moving out. Now, 5th Corps have received their orders to move out, and they have gradually approved all of those. We're just waiting on, I think, 2nd Division under Sykes. He has not yet accepted the order, but we have 1st Division on the move, and I thought we had more. Maybe not. 6th Corps being held in reserve just down the bottom there. And out on the left, this is where there's been some activity throughout this hour. So these orders were issued to 9th Corps to attack at 7:30 a.m. They did not arrive until 8:45, were gradually accepted by Burnside and then Cox, and then gradually passed down through the divisions. Only now, at midday, have all 4 divisions accepted the orders, and unluckily, one of them has actually suffered a fluke stoppage. So 1st Division advanced, tried to cross the lower bridge, lost very heavily, and were repulsed. They did manage to inflict some small arms fire on one of these small regiments out on the flank, but it's gonna be really tough. Even down south, across the ford, 3rd Division of 9th Corps is struggling. They just don't really have the numbers down there. So I don't have high hopes for 9th Corps having any success out here. So what is the Union hoping for, really? I guess they're hoping for success in the centre here. This is where I think they can get that key success. 5th Corps, in hindsight, I should have sent 6th Corps. I'm aware of that. That was a mistake, but 5th Corps just seems so close to that bridge, the right place. They vastly outnumber Confederate defenders in this area. And yeah, I think this is where Union hopes are being pinned. 2nd Corps moving out, well, it's really just the 1st Division of 2nd Corps, will be able to help because they'll be sort of moving to the left of 12th Corps out here and hitting the sunken road. If they can work together, yeah, so 5th Corps is going to drive straight across there. No, sorry, along the Boonesborough Pike. So yeah, they might be able to work together. What else? Yeah, look, that's about it. Artillery is active again. So once the fighting died down over here, it went quiet, but it's become active more in the centre over here. It's very difficult to get decent lines of sight in this area. There's a lot of trees lining the bank, so artillery really can't see down here. Confederate artillery sometimes can, but it's very hard to see for the Union guns to see into here. And it's something similar over here. It's hard for there's no real Union artillery in this area, and there's a couple of Confederate guns set up. These guys at point blank range, sending dent canister into these guys, just smashing them. Like I said, I don't have high hopes for that. So yeah, all our orders have pretty much been received. There are no Confederate orders at present. You may still notice that cavalry off in the distance. Still am not entirely sure what to do with it. There was a brief moment where I thought about sending it out to the Union right flank. I think I kind of just dallied a bit too long and nothing ended up happening. So yeah, it is. The action is moving to the south into this kind of region, and I think this is going to be a bit of a threat for the Confederates. Yeah, stay tuned, and we'll see what happens soon.